Alrighty then. Successful Indie Author 5-Minute Focus, episode 1089. Plot. The shaky roof ready to fall on your head. Plot is the structure within everything works. So you've got to have your characters, you've got to have your mission, you've got to have the reason the book exists, you've got to have the genre norms and expected tropes, at least hit most of them. You don't have to hit all of them because, of course, you want the same, but different. So is your plot solid? Is it a story that people want to hear with a beginning, a middle, and an end? The 3-act play. How are those 3 acts playing out? History suggests there's very few basic plots, and those work because they work. Readers expect this kind of progression through the story, not a meandering stream of consciousness that goes through a bunch of stuff. It's interesting, but where's it going? You've watched those movies. What in the hell is this about? Where's it going? And you never watch it again. You don't want people to do that to your books. You want to read it again because they get that feeling, some kind of feeling of success, the highs, the lows, the emotional grip that your story has on them. Readers want to keep reading. Don't give them a reason to stop reading. And this is what plot. It's the boat that they're riding in. Now you've got the oarsman, you've got the tiller, you've got the person lecturing them about how not to fall into the water. You've got all these characters that are pushing the boat along. Make sure it keeps going till it gets to the other side. Otherwise, it's just floating around. And why? Even if you don't write it down, as far as the plot, make sure you know it. Make sure you know how it starts. Make sure you know how it ends. A lot of authors, and good authors, will have a plot idea, something that's really neat, that'll be gripping, that gets the reader engaged, but they won't be sure how to take it through the middle to an end. You've got to know how that story ends, whether it's win the fight, whether it's HEA, happily ever after, whether it's the bad guy gets beaten, even if it's not in a fight, whatever it is. Make sure you know how it ends, because otherwise you're just going to meander, stream of consciousness, and readers don't want to read that. They want to read a story that gives them that gratification at the end. Even if it's a horror gratification, everybody dies. Oh my God, shocking. But as long as you know that, and that's what you're driving toward, make sure you know. So even as a discovery writer, discovery is the journey, but you still need to know where you're going. That's what plot is all about. So know your plot. Write it down, whether you don't, it's still know your plot. And that way your book will succeed. You'll be able to make it to the end. How many people have you heard? I write and I get lost about halfway through and then I start another story. Yeah, don't do that. What a waste of time. We don't have that much time in our lives. So invest it wisely. Peace, fellow humans.